Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM20 story. The head coach with me, Daniel, is season 2 episode 8, and today we're back for the playoff semi-final in the National League North. We eventually managed to squeak through in 3rd place and we've avoided all the big boys so far. We've got a really tough tie against 5th place York though. They managed to get through in their quarter final, and after us beating Gloucester 1-0 on the final day, we've sat things out while York played in midweek. They've got a good side, they've got a good manager, they're a professional team still, I think, as well, whereas we're a semi-pro side who have really been competing above expectation, but we've finished higher in 3rd place, and as a result we've got to expect to try and win. So that will of course be the main focus of the episode today, and no matter what the result is, we will not play the final in this episode. If we do get there, we'll save it till the next episode, so we don't give any spoilers to those who are behind. But a massive thank you for everyone who continues to support this series. I really do appreciate it greatly. If you're enjoying it, then please put a thumbs up on the video, and if you're hoping we can get through to the final today. And if you're new to the channel, then subscribe for daily FM20 content from this series as well as our Dorking Wanderers story. A reminder as well, earlier today you will have seen the first episode of our Christmas special. It's going to be running for at least a week's time, going through to Boxing Day at the very least, so make sure you go and check that one out as well. Just a little bit of fun and something different for Christmas. And finally, of course, if you missed any of the stories so far, then you can catch up with them in the eye above, and there's a playlist from the very start of each series. But we're all focused on York today, a massive playoff match. It's going to be really difficult for us against a professional side. Let's just check they still are. They are professional side, 1.5 star ability. They've got some really good players in there. Lee Lucas, he was an under-21 international for Wales. I remember him in previous editions of the game. Such a good side there. We're going to have to be careful, and it's obviously going to be a very tough test. But either way, we've dramatically overachieved, and I'm really hoping it can get us a big job in the summer. We've now done 2 coaching badges as well, as we looked at in the last episode, so our reputation's just starting to creep up, and I'm hoping that either a National League side that are professional, or maybe even a League 2 club will take a punt on us. So certainly a big game in that respect. If we can get to the final, then of course our stock raises higher, but I'm not quite as worried about staying as I was last summer. We already knew at this point last year it was going to be a disaster, but you can see here quite a lot of the squad are signed up to next year. 6 or 7 key players there, all signed up for another year, and then we can get in a few loanies yet again, and we've got a few on long contract terms who will still be at the club. So our director of football's got a slightly easier summer, but I don't know after last year we can trust him to work quickly. His work is excellent when he gets it done, but I wouldn't say it was the most efficient. But let's go and have a look at that one game we played off camera. A 1-0 win at home to Gloucester to finish the season. We were absolutely remarkable in that game. James Morris got himself a goal as well. So it really was quite a nice moment for us. We got ourselves back to form. You can see we dominated in terms of the match stats. We didn't have much possession, but we never do, though we looked like a really good side going forward. The 2 centre-halves were solid. We got a clean sheet as well. A first in 4 games for us in that regard. So I really think that bodes well for us today. York missing 1 player through injury, we're at full complement to choose from. So let's go and get into the game. We'll see how the dynamics are as always before it. Everything very good or excellent. It looks like we're in the best possible frame of mind, so let's hope that translates into the performance, although we'll still be the underdogs in terms of club reputation. It's Stockport v Telford, the home side, the favourites in the other game. We'll be playing one of those two if we do get through to the final, and remarkably the media just edge us as favourites, even though York have got the better head-to-head record, in stronger form overall, and of course they're a professional side too, with a far bigger wage budget for their players. We've got a sellout at Latimer Park, 2,800 through the gate, and I just want to show you on York City here, if we go and have a look at their wage bill, they've got players there on £2,300 a week, loads of others on over £1,000. It's a squad and a wage bill we just cannot compete with, and really York should be winning this game. So if we get a result, it'd be an absolutely brilliant achievement. Finishing above them in the league is achievement enough, so we're certainly proud of the performance these lads have put in, but I just hope beyond hope they can put in a big display. So let's go through the 16. It's pretty familiar at this point, exactly the same as it has been for the last couple of episodes. Manny Idem in goal, Alayuni and Scars are the fullbacks, with Williams and Hartshorn in the middle, Goldthorpe and Maycock the central midfield partnership. Maycock's been brilliant since joining the club. Egbury over on the left and McCoy on the right. They're both starting to struggle for form at the moment, and then Pearson and Morris up front together. Morris just started banging in the goals again. We've got the likes of Smith and T on the bench, as well as Carter, Kennedy and Vidal, so certainly plenty of options if we need them, but let's hope the starting 11 can get the job done. Let's get into it. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. Do you think we can get our way through to the final? I'm going to go for extra time here. I think it'll be 1-1 after 90 minutes. I'm being optimistic against a very good side, but let's go and see if we can get the result. Well, apologies for any slight jump cut there, but we had a crash dump as we tried to get into the match. Not the best start, and I hope it's not a sign of things to come in terms of our luck, but let's go for it. Second time lucky into the game. Fingers crossed this time it'll load up normally. Well, here we go then. At the second attempt, we're here at a packed Latimer Park in Kettering. 2,800 flooded through the gate to see this one. We're playing our normal 4-4-2, a 4-3-3 for the away side York. They've got some really good players in there. We can't go through all of them. In fact, I remember this left back. He was brilliant for us a few years back. Probably my final save off camera with York City, and he was an absolute superstar in that. They've got Donald McDermott on the right. He used to be a really good player. McFarlane, the skipper up front, beat us early in the season, so I'm certainly not expecting too much from this, but let's tell the lads to get out and do it for the fans, and hopefully they can respond with a performance of their lives. We've got a tunnel interview as we reflect on a massive game. We're speaking highly of Egbury and what may be his final game for the club. There's 5 or 6 loanees that applies to. They all make us stronger, so let's just hope we can get a good result. Fingers crossed we can perform to our best, and if it's not enough then so be it. It's Morris with a kick off to Pearson, back to Williams. Let's see if we can create an early chance. An early goal would probably rock York and maybe dent their confidence a little. We're keeping it well in the middle early on, and now we get it wide out to McCoy. Look at the stand, it's absolutely packed. We love to see that. Not quite sure how it's a sellout though. There's loads of seats that are empty, but either way it's a really good attendance, and we're delighted to see so many cheering us on. 5 minutes gone, we've had the only shot of the game. Wasn't worth seeing in a highlight, and it's 0-0 as we're back for a goal kick with him. He clears it long downfield to Morris. Hopefully a lot of you have predicted a Kettering win, as Pearson's in 1-on-1. Shots blocked. Why did the other lad stop? McCoy on the rebounds blocked. I think it was Maycock making a run, maybe Goldthorpe, but they just stopped running and left it for Pearson. They were definitely in a better position. It's a shame they didn't continue their run, but with a quarter of an hour gone, the signs are certainly very promising. Well, half an hour gone, it's all quietened down, but it's a throw on the right now for York City. It's Lawless who's challenged by Pearson, doing brilliant work getting back there. Now let's hope he doesn't lose it. He doesn't, he goes long, but it's straight through to Whitley, the keeper. Morris was never going to get on the end of that, even if he was Usain Bolt, and as Whitley's going to clear it long downfield, York seem to be playing quite a direct game. I say that as he fools everyone. He goes to the right back Dyer, down the line to McDermott who cuts it inside. Lawless with a poor pass though, tried to play it blind. Maycock's able to come forward. It looked like Morris was clipped, but he's found McCoy instead. He shoots from long range. It's a poor effort on his weaker foot, and unfortunately it's behind harmlessly for a goal kick. 10 to the break, the lads are uninterested. I haven't told them anything. Why does it say that? And now we can't talk to them again either. Maybe it's an assistant saying we got to look at, but hold on a minute, where's that come from? Ronaldo Pearson with a finish. What happened there? I've got to go back and look at it. Bear with me a moment. We had the ball on the right, long over from Aliuni. Morris flicks it on. Pearson just sort of volleys it ahead of the striker. Hits the post and dribbles in across the line. We lead 1-0 with 10 till half time, and what a bit of a gift that was. Let's see if we can hang on to the break, and then we can start to regroup. Is Maycock with a free kick forward. McCoy's in and doubles the lead. Oh, this could be happening, everyone. We're on our way to the final. I've no idea where it's played. I think it's at the home ground of the highest finishing club, and although we'll probably get beat at Stockport, let's just go and enjoy this occasion. Almost half time, a 2-0 lead. They've come from absolutely nothing really, just long punts forward that have been flicked on, and McCoy with a brilliant finish there. It was just pre-match we said he was struggling for form, certainly turned it round today, and he's picked it up again here 25 yards out, though eventually loses out to Lawless. His Hartshorn bringing it forward. Been a revelation since we changed to a back four. Egbury crosses for Morris who edged just over. We're almost rampant now, it could have been 3, but the half-time whistle goes a brilliant performance, and we've got a 2-0 lead that we thoroughly deserve. Let's go and talk to the lads, tell them to keep it up. What else could we possibly say to them? And if they repeat this for another 45 minutes, they could be a side writing themselves into the history books. Imagine a promotion with Kettering Town. That'd certainly get the Football League clubs looking, but I think we're talking a little bit too soon here, although Stockport are losing to Telford. We've beaten Telford on camera this season already. It may have actually been off camera we beat them, but we know we can get a result against them, and I'd much rather play them in the final. But let's not get complacent yet. We've still got 40 minutes, and there's plenty of time for us to do something silly, but fingers crossed that won't be the case. Well, an hour gone, Hartshorn with a free kick in the middle, short to Goldthorpe who switches it. Egbury on the left, he's got a chance to cut inside. He can now bring it forward unopposed. Out to Goldthorpe and McCoy, keeping possession pretty nicely. McCoy on the byline, he's got a chance to cross, beats the challenge and delivers. Pearson heads in, it's 3-0, and surely now we can't throw it away. Apologies to headphone users, I'm getting a bit excited. What a wonderful performance on the biggest possible stage. Alayuni's got a booking at right back, he's not had the best game. Vidal's going to come on for him. I do not want to take any risks at this moment, and we'll leave the other two subs another 10 minutes. The lads are frustrated, I don't know what the feedback is, as we've now got a corner to defend from Lawless. He delivers left-footed, an in-swinging delivery, Wright heads in for 3-1, and now we've got to get a little tense again. We're starting to cause ourselves a few problems. A simple goal conceded, not marking it a set piece, and now we've got to try and get up the other end to restore the lead. We're 2 goals ahead still, but we need it to be 3. I don't trust us enough going defensively. Egbury shoots it straight at the keeper, and with a quarter of the game to go, I'm just so hopeful we can hold on. Throw on the right for Vidal, we've got another chance to come forward. We've absolutely dominated the game, you've got to give us that. It's hacked away by York, but only as far as Goldthorpe. He switches to Egbury on the left side of the box. Good save by Whitley, the keeper. He's tipped behind for a corner, he did really well to get that away from danger. And now it's going to be an in-swinging corner. Goldthorpe will take it from the left-hand side. To the back post headed away. Hartshorn's going to get there first. We'll think about another sub in a moment, we just need to slow it down. He goes all the way back to halfway. Vidal will have the chance to start again. Just 15 minutes left, so let's get a sub on. Egbury's not had the best of games. I don't know who we can bring on for him. Perhaps Carter on that left-hand side. Gives us a slightly more solid midfield balance and enables us to be a bit more defensively solid. Let's get back into it, give it 5 more, and then we'll go and change to our midfield 3. Well, 81 minutes on the clock and it's York coming forward again. Lawless finds Wright in the middle. The man who scored the goal to make it difficult, although we've cleared it away to Maycock. It's 2-on-2 if we can get it in. The through pass wasn't good enough though, and it's cleared long to Vidal at right back. He's got a chance to bring it out though. Goes towards Morris down the line. Heads it back, but it's a pretty poor header, and he's gone back to York at left back. Long ball forward, but only finds Hartshorn. He's going to try and get it away. Almost ran out of words there, not quite sure what's going on. But Lawless picks it up in the centre circle, and York is still looking a bit of a threat. McDermott with a ball in, good shot by Durrell, saved by Idem pretty easily in the end. An offside flag eventually goes up, but we can't allow them that much time to cross. I was about to make a sub, but you know my superstition with the highlights, so we'll let Dyer finish off this one. Back to halfway and York go long. They're starting to play more directly. Williams picks it up in his own box, hoofs it long downfield to Morris, holds it up really well there. He finds Pearson and back to Carter on the left. There's 2 or 3 running off him if he can find them. Goes to Maycock, he's in 1-on-1 here. Can he get away from the defender? He can, but he then passes it wide. Not the best composure in the world. Looked like he had it all down to a T, and then went and put it miles wide at a post. So let's go and take off James Morris. Just give him a rest for that last 10. And Lawrence Smith will come on as an anchor man. There's no need for us to be too aggressive here. So Pearson's going to go into the target man attack role, just to make sure we've got someone up there. McCoy's going to drop to the right of midfield. Carter on the left. And then Lawrence Smith is going to be the anchor man. And Scars will drop at left back as well. We want to be as solid as possible here. Be more disciplined. Time waste all the time. No need for us to be aggressive whatsoever. We've just got to try and see out the last few minutes. We're not going to press quite as far forward. There's no need for us to really do so here. We're just going to try and keep the ball in the middle and then be more aggressive when they get in our half. The ball's out for a goal kick from that Maycock shot, so let's see if we can hold on for the final 5 minutes. Well, on the left hand side is Spratt with a throw in for York. He finds McDermott, who's already delivered some dangerous crosses. Williams intercepts though, hacks it away, only as far as Callum Maycock. Does really well to win that and bring it down. Finds McCoy on the right hand side as well. He goes for the through ball. Pearson will never get there, but at least he works hard and keeps chasing. Forces it back to the keeper. Brilliant work from the target man. Almost as crucial as his 2 goals that. The work rate's brilliant. He wastes another 20 seconds by forcing them to play defensively. Durrell on the right. He's taking on Scars. Tries to foul him but doesn't get enough there. Thankfully the cross is headed over by Burrow. A really good chance, an unmarked header, and he heads aimlessly over the bar. Scars tried to commit a very clever foul there. All of his experience showing, but next time he's got to get a bit more on the man as he didn't do enough for him to go down. Is McCoy going up towards Pearson who loses out. Burrow's in 1-on-1. Where's the defence gone? Good finish but a great save in him. It looked like it was going for the bottom corner, but wonderful keeping by the skipper, and he keeps the score at 3-1. We're halfway through 5 minutes of stoppage time and I think we're just about to do it. The fans are all clapping. There's 5 minutes gone. Now blow that blimmin' whistle, referee. Durrell barrel's in, the whistle does go. We're through to the National League North playoff final. Who on earth would have predicted that at the start of the year when we spent the first 3 months fighting relegation? Well done to our director of football who eventually got a lot of these lads in, and well done to the players who have produced on the big stage. Now we're going to go through to the final shootout. Let's go back and see who we're playing. Did Telford manage to hang on against Stockport? If they did, we've got one hell of a chance, and we're going to be at home as a result of that. We're the highest faced team in the playoff final. We're playing against 4th place Telford, and it's going to be a brilliant final to end the season. 10,000 at Edgeley Park to watch Stockport. What a disappointing day it was for them, but we've got a National League playoff final to look forward to, and I sure hope you'll join me on Monday to watch it. If we win and all goes to plan, it could well be our final game for the club. Surely we'll get a big job offer if we take them up. We're expected to be comfortably in mid-table and we've taken them to the playoff final. And we've got a few jobs we've applied for. Wickham you can see is one of them there. I'll show you the other ones very quickly. I think it was just Macclesfield that we went for. They've been relegated from League 2, but their financial situation worries me a bit. Let's go and see what the media said about that game. Quality of possession provides victory. We had more shots and we were by far the better side. We should have been more than 2 up at half time. Kettering win the semi-final and they're going to play Telford in the final. We've got 7 days to recover and we're the high seeded team, so we're going to be at Latimer Park with home advantage. Ronaldo Pearson deserves all the praise in the world. He got things started early on in that match. 2 goals, a wonderful performance, an incredibly hard worker as well. We'll deal with a press conference, let's see if they give us any praise. I thought we played very well. A good performance, but players are standing out. You've got to give the credit to people who score 2 goals. So I don't think I need to tell you when we're going to be back. On Monday we will have the National League North playoff final. Kettering Town v AFC Telford United. Can we take this side to the National League and make our reputation increase significantly? Please come and join me on Monday to find out. I really can't wait to play the game. But if you did enjoy this one and that wonderful performance against York, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game, what you think of our chances in the final. It's absolutely remarkable that we're here given the start to the season, waiting 3 months to even be able to name a senior 16-man squad, and now we're in the playoff final with a wonderful team and backup bench. It's been absolutely fantastic going, and I'm really enjoying playing with Kettering. Having said that, we've got to be realistic. If there's a big job offer in the summer, we've got to take it, but that's more likely to come with a win in the playoff final, so let's hope we can do the job against Telford. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM20 from my 2 long-term stories. This one, The Head Coach, well, we'll be back with the big game on Monday, and our other series with Dorking Wanderers, that one of course will be back tomorrow at the same time. Don't forget we also started our Christmas series earlier. That one was at midday and will be every day for the next week or so make sure you come and check that one out and join along with me for the next few days. I'm really looking forward to it, so I hope you are too. Plenty of content for the festive period. I'm also part of a podcast that does matchday vlogs and interviews, so please do go and check those out if they're your sort of thing. There's a link to our matchday vlogs playlist in the eye above, and we're also available over on Spotify. There's loads of bonus interviews there as well. We talk to a lot of footballing people and try and focus on the best parts of the beautiful game. But a massive thanks for watching this one and your continued support with the series. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time for a massive episode as we play against Telford for promotion to the Vanarama National League.